Let's talk about Drake. Not the rapper. This Drake doesn't drop beat. He drop equation. This is Frank Drake. And he came up in 1961. He came up with an equation for understanding how many alien civilization might be out there in Milky Way right now. Instead of guessing, he did the math and came up with the equation called Drake equation. This is the Drake equation. It's a simple formula that packs in everything we know or we don't know about life in the universe. It goes by this big multiplication of various quantities. Don't panic, it's not calculus. It's just each term tells one part of the story. So let's go over and see what kind of term these represent. The R is how many stars are born each year in our galaxy, and it's about 1 or 2 on average. Then you have this F subscript P is the fraction of those that have planet. This is actually a pretty high number. From many experiment, Kepler and tests, we know every star has a planet, so this is pretty high, so which is good. There's NE, which is an average number of planets that could support life, like they are not too hot, not too cold, so it's maybe 1 or 2 per system that we find in our Milky Way. And this is F subscript L. The big question: how many of those worlds does life actually begin? So we only have one example, Earth. So we have no idea. This could be 1 in a million or almost every time. So we have no idea how to estimate this number. Then you have this term F subscript I. This is the fraction of life that evolved into an intelligent life. Again, one data point, you, me, so hard to say how many, hard to estimate this number too. And then you have this FC, how many intelligent species actually develop technology that send out signal, like radio wave or lasers that we could detect. Again, not many signals that we have detected from alien life, so hard to measure this value also. And then finally you have this L. This is the average lifetime of a civilization, how long they survive before they go quiet, whether from self-destruction, disaster, or simply losing interest in talking. So when you multiply all this number, what you get is the number of civilization in a galaxy that we could talk to right now. And if you put some optimistic number, you could get some thousand such civilization. But if you pick pessimistic number, you might get less than one, meaning we could be alone. So the Drake equation doesn't solve the mystery, it just breaks into parts we actually can study. And if turn out are we alone into 7 smaller question we can test. And that's exactly what we're doing. Like over the past few decades, we nailed down the few terms. We know planets are common, we know how many are Earth side, we even found some with water and atmosphere. So, but we don't know how often the life began or how often last long enough to send a hello. Last term might be the most hard to study because we don't know how long the civilization lasts. Like we don't know how long we're gonna last. So it's a pretty hard number to put together. Other numbers are also hard to estimate. So yeah. So but today scientists also revising the Drake equation, adding more factors. Every new discovery about planet or survival changes the way we think about ourselves. So yeah, this is the Drake equation. It can estimate how many civilization there are that we could talk to right now. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.